Scrappy friends, welcome to Workshop Wednesday. In fact, this will be our last Workshop Wednesday for this year, and I'm going to be taking the next 2 weeks off so to do some holiday stuff and to do some prepping for next year. So I'll be back January 5th for our first Workshop Wednesday in 2025. But for today, we are working on our Keeping It Simple series, and we are working in the Creative Memories 101 Scrapbooking Ideas and Sketchbook. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in today and do take a one-page sketch and turn it into a two-page layout. And we are going to be working on page 29 in the sketchbook. So it's this one right here. And once again, if you do not have the sketchbook and you want to get a printout of the inspiration and the sketch, you can go ahead and go over to my blog right here at my website, and I put a PDF up there. It's free, you just print it and you can follow along. It's the I take that information straight from the Creative Memories blog, which most of these sketches are on the Creative Memories blog. But anyway, it's this one right here. I love this one. I think you're gonna really enjoy it, and we're gonna look at it and see how simple this really could be. Well, you know what? Let me just go ahead and start the formula, and we'll talk as we go along. Okay, so I'm gonna use some black paper today, and so it kind of pops off these colors and this idea, because I think once you see it, you'll realize that it's pretty easy. Okay, it starts off with a 2-inch strip, and it goes right up here at the top, and it's a 2-inch wide by 11 3/4 inch long. So it's just a little bit taken off to expose and reveal the paper behind. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. Then we're gonna take another piece. This one is a 1.5 inch wide by 11 3/4, and put it right down here at the bottom. And again, we're just gonna leave a little bit for a reveal. Now you can use the same papers for both of these, or you can do different papers. So you'll see here in our inspiration, they did use 2 different papers. We come back in with a 1-inch strip, so 1 by 11 3/4, and this one butts up right here next to the bottom one. That's pretty much the page design. Now the photo placement does help to finish off our design, and I'll go ahead and show you that. We bring in a photo mat, and this mat is 4.5 by 6 1/8. It's a little bit different because we're leaving some room at the top and the bottom. You'll see here, they come back in at the top and the bottom, and they cover up those seams with well, they used a lot of border stickers in theirs, and one tool that it looks like. So I'm going to do kind of a mix today of some border stickers and some tools and see what we can do. But we're going to come back in and kind of decorate that up. So that's why there's going to be a little bit of a gap right here and right here. And that's going to hold a photo that is cut 4 by 5 5/8. Then we're going to put a 4 by 3 photo off to the side, and we're going to come back in right here. This could either be another photo if that's what you have, or this is a great area for a title or an embellishing spot, or both. And then over here we have a 3 by 3 inch square photo, and then another one right here. Now this could be a 3 by 3 photo, or again, it can be another area where we can do some embellishing, or they used it for a journaling spot. So I think that's a great idea as well. So we have our title and our journaling included in our design, and we can get 3 photos like that. And you'll see that's what they did here. And they only have 1 embellishment cluster, which is right there. So that does keep it pretty simple. And using border stickers would make it really simple as well. We have black as our background. This is a good use for scraps if you have the right kind of scraps, because and depending on how many pages you're gonna do. I'm gonna do 2, so I'm gonna bring in a full sheet of paper, but because we just need some strips of paper, you might be able to get away with some scraps. I'm gonna bring in this plaid paper, and I'm gonna use both sides. I love the ornaments on the back side. I'm going to use the ornaments as one of my strips as well, so I want to make sure I'm cutting it the right way. Okay, so it needs to go in this way. Let me just flip it over and remind you of those measurements that we need. We need a 2-inch strip for the top, and I do need 2 of those, so I'm going to go ahead and cut 2, and there we go. And then we're going to need 2 strips at 1.5. That's going to be for the bottom. And 1 more. I am going to use, as you can see, I'm using the same piece of paper. Although I do think this would look really nice if you changed up all the strips. So let's try that one. Yeah, okay. We do need to trim these down, each of these by 1/4 inch. We want these at, whoops, there it goes, 11 3/4. Gonna line it up to have a little reveal at the bottom. Let me go ahead and get everything adhered down. Okay. So for the top, I'm gonna bring in some border stickers. This is a good time if you have a collection. This is a good layout to do if you have a lot of border stickers left. So you'll see I haven't, all the Christmas charm layouts I've done, and I haven't dipped into these at all. So I'm gonna do that today, and I'm gonna use most of these. We're gonna use the red scallops and the holly. Okay, so I think for this one, I'm going to actually scoot this back down, and I'm gonna do, we need to trim this by 1/4 inch. I'm gonna put this one up. I'm just gonna have a tiny bit of a reveal right there of the green, but that's going to get covered up. And I'm just gonna snip it off here at the end. Green, holly. And let's see. Okay, and it's gonna look like that. Let me do the same thing on the other side. For the bottom is where I'm gonna bring in a couple tools. I'm going to bring in Citrus Slice border making cartridge and some gold shimmer paper. I'm going to punch out 2 rows of this, 1 for each side. And I want a little bit of a little space right here. So I think 1 inch is going to be perfect. And let's do the other side. Same thing, 1 inch. And I want to do 1 more border making cartridge before we come back to our layout. And for that, I'm going to bring in this one. This one is called Square Link. I'm going to bring in some cranberry. And I'm going to do 2 rows of this one as well. While I have the cranberry out, I wanted to cut some mats, but we're going to improvise here a little bit. Let's do this. Let's do 4.5. I thought this scrap was going to be big enough, but that's okay. Let's turn it and go 6 1/8. Make sure I have a 6 1/8. There we go. And 4.5. Okay, 1 of each color. If I really want to, later I can change that out. So we have this one here. You see now how much room we don't have quite as much room as we did before because we brought all the border stickers down a little bit, and then that one will go there. And then for the bottom border, I'm going to do it all my building down here. So I'm going to put this one along this side and cover up that seam right there, having that gold run into the green. This one is going to, the square link is going to lay right there on top of the citrus slice like that. And our photo mats. Let's bring these in. I'm not going to adhere those quite yet because I want to bring in everything else around the side. And then we have our photos. I'm going to put a 3x4 horizontal photo right here. And I'm going to put the photo here. Okay, so for this area, like I was saying when I was going over the sketch, we can either put another photo right there, or it's a good spot for a title. Let me bring in some mat cards and see if we can trim one down. I brought in my 3x4 inch template so that I can see how it's gonna fit. Let me turn this around. So if I'm gonna cut a 3x4, which is what I need right here, I can trim it something like that. It's kind of nice, a lot of the red and some gold, which we have a lot of, so that's nice. This one is probably a little more tricky because it says, may your days be merry and bright. So if I want to include all of that, I'd have just a little bit of the greenery showing through, but I could also slide it down and have more of the greenery showing here and then just use the words merry and bright. Now I have to make a decision. These are the two that I looked at that seemed like it would work the best with my area. Let's go with the merry and bright. Let's see, I'm going to just trim that right at the bottom of the loops from the Y's. There we go, I need a little bit more. Have it up high, okay, there we go. Merry and bright. So now I know that I need this to be 3 inches. And I got some of the greenery. I like that a lot. And that's going to come right over here. Now this one I can save for another layout, and I can maybe fussy cut around all that. I want to put a journaling box right here. So I already trimmed a piece of lined paper 3x3. And this is how it's going to sit on our layout. Let's go ahead and get some of this adhered. Okay, let's work on page number 2. So I did do a mirror image. We should have talked about that, I guess. I did a mirror image on both sides. I think I love this design. I love it. I love that these are so easy to create with our strips. So I thought, why not? If I like the design, why not carry it into 2 pages? But I'm going to do a little bit of different photo placement on this side so that it looks a little different. So I'm going to bring in 2 small horizontal photos right there. So I'm kind of flipping it. What I had here, I have over there. I'm going to use this area here to bring in some embellishments and some decorations over adding some more photos, because I love the laser cut trees that came in this collection and I wanted a place to put it. So it pops so nicely on that black paper. And I do want to come back over to this side and do a little bit of embellishing. Now on our original sketch, they embellished somewhere right around here. And I went through my stickers and everything that I had left, and I like this sticker right here. It's a nice big one, just says the word peace, and I'm trying to keep it together. I put some of the anti-stick powder so it could be moved around, and I think I'm going to put it right here. To those 2 photos right there, and it, like I said, it has the anti-stick, so it's dry on the back, so I'll be able to slide a photo right in there when I'm ready to do that. And I'll come back in and put some adhesive underneath this side only. And I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to put that one there. In fact, I'm just wondering now if I should pop it up onto some foam tape. I think I might do that. There we go. Yep, that'll make it even easier to slide that photo under when I'm ready. And this one, I have some Christmas presents Still bringing these along from a video I did back in November where I made these little embellishments. And I think I want to just use them as little gifts under here. This one has the bow on this side, but it looks kind of cute on the other side too. I like the green dots better. I could always move the bow to the other side, get a little more adhesive, and change the bow around. There we go. And put some presents under this tree. So it'll look like that. I think I want to decorate my journaling box a little bit more. So I think what I want to do is bring some of the green in over here. Let's see if we back this. Yeah, let's go ahead and back this one in green. Yeah, I like that. That pops a lot more. Not that we need any extra color on this page because we have a lot going on, but it looks, I think it just stands out. But I do want to bring in something here to decorate that. And I've been thinking, I have not used this all year. This came out last year. It's called a Festive Ornament, and it's a Build-A-Punch. So you punch it out and then you add these decorations on it however you like. So I'm going to, I have some scraps over here. I want to use red for the actual ornament. I'm just going to do, I'm going to do two. I'm going to put one on that side. Hopefully this fits. So I have my two ornaments right there. We'll continue to decorate these. This has a little cap that you can put on the ornament. And I want to do that in some gold, but I have a smaller piece. Here we go. So I'm just lining it up with the cap part of the punch. Last year I used this and just made a bunch of punch outs in different colors and shapes and then mixed and matched. But I only want to make these two today. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive and it's going to go right up there at the tippy top. And it looks like that. Let me get the extra adhesive off. See, it's so cute. You could just use your scraps from your collection that you're working on and then it's all going to match. And now the rest of this side over here is the actual decorating of the bulb. So I kind of went round and round. I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring in any more pattern. So I'm just going to bring in some avocado green and see what we think. This gets the job. Yeah, that's cute. I'll do two of these like that, and then maybe on this one. Yeah, I'll do that. There we go. Yeah, you could decorate these however you like. And trim it up. There we go. And on this one, we'll just do this one. Put it right here in the center. And let's put one on one side and one on the other. So we have one on each page. So my idea was to bring it over here. Okay, this one will probably come up here. So I feel like we do need something up there to kind of draw our attention through the layout. I have a couple stars left on from the sticker sheet. I have a green one and a white one. And I'm thinking tuck it right in here. And maybe one up here. Yeah, that looks cute. I kind of want to put these up to a 3 on each one. So I'm going to bring in a word sticker. And there's probably a few on here. So I think I like this one, blessed. And my idea is kind of tuck it in here all the way under the ornament and then bring the star and tuck it under like that as well. I still want to see the word. Let's see here, tuck that. There we go. So I'm taking up a little bit of my journaling block here, but I think it's going to be okay because it still leaves me quite a bit of room to journal. And then up here, I'm liking that, but I did bring in a green sticker. Now this came from my Totally Tonal green sheets. I think this one might have been avocado. And it says, "We are family." Of bringing this in. I feel like it kind of looks like an ornament or a tag from Christmas. So maybe something like that. Pop our ornament up like that. Maybe I'm going to move the star to the other side. Yeah. I have enough embellishments in each area. And yeah, this is really decorated nicely. It came together really fast. I really do love this background. This was page 29, by the way, in the book, or jump over to my blog and get a copy of the PDF. Okay, let me come on back. So what did you think? I like it. I think these are gonna be perfect for my Christmas photos this year. What do I need? I need a couple verticals and a couple horizontals. So I will keep that in mind when I'm taking photos to make sure I'm getting some photos of each direction. So anyway, I hope that helps you get a little bit inspired to do some scrapping and work on your Christmas layouts. Get a base page done ahead of time. Then you'll be ahead of yourself when you take photos for this year. Thank you for joining me. Again, if I'm going to take the next 2 weeks off for the holidays, and I'll be back for Workshop Wednesday on January 5th, and I'll be posting an event link card so that you'll know exactly when I'm back. And until then, take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone, and I'll see you in the new year. Stay happy, stay healthy, okay? Bye.